Looks like I kept my data.
How did I keep going before?
Make sure it doesn't crash. I remember that. That was different. So welcome everybody to this brand new patch. We have patch 1.41, and as usual, I'm just going to leave it on the status here. Run to the quick patch notes. We don't have too much fixes for this update today for July 5th. And I'm gonna go ahead as usual with you guys to the update. If you guys want to check out the patch notes for yourself. And one thing I did, guess what I did? I did the same thing as usual for every single update for this game. I turned off automatic updates. I'm keeping that off for as long as I have this game. I think we're just gonna keep it. I have the disc version of the game. So once I updated my game or my game application, whatever you want to call it, I uploaded my save data to the cloud automatically, just in case, because you never know what these updates are capable of, because it can erase your data, just wipe your data, and you have to start all over. Especially if you're trying to get that platinum trophy, and wherever you are in this game, if you haven't even finished the game yet. I'm already done with this game, so I've been playing lots of different games. I haven't even gone for the platinum trophy yet, but I really enjoyed this game for what it is. I beat it way before they updated it with changes just to the difficulty and trying to balance the enemies and bosses in the biomes and stuff like that. But let's get to the patch notes and then I'll talk more about the game. But hopefully you guys are able to download this game smoothly without losing your data or having any sort of issues with crashing. I haven't even experienced a single crash in this game. And my sister hasn't locked up like most people were mentioning from the earlier updates when they first started updating the game and patching it. It had so many problems. But let's get started. So here's the patch notes. Platinum. A Tropian survivor welcome home, and Sins of the Mother trophies can now be unlocked by replaying the Act 3 ending. So now you guys can replay Act 3 if you guys are trying to aim for those particular trophies. Now we have two other patch notes that we're going to get into now in regards to the daily challenges. Daily challenge fixed a rare issue where players might be unable to complete a daily challenge in the fractured ways. And then another one for the daily challenges fixed an occasional issue with incorrect loot spawning in the daily challenge. So those are the two daily challenges that got fixed. And then our final two fixes, they fixed the issue. This was a big one for me. Look at this. Check this out. Fixed an issue which could cause save game corruption in rare circumstances. Now, just real quick, rare circumstances can consist of updating your game, updating your game to the latest patch. You don't even know what's going to happen. And then, just to go back to, I'm just repeating myself over and over each time they come out with these updates, they have never clarified the fact that whether or not it's safe to put back on the auto updates. Turning back on or re-enabling auto updates from our PlayStation 5 systems. I'm still not doing it. So I just don't trust it. And just when you do these updates, I'm already running the risk of just having my data deleted. But hey, I already got the backup on the save cloud. But that's just one of the many top circumstances where you could lose your data. You know? So I don't know any sort of rare other circumstances that may fall under or any other sort of scenario when you may lose your data. As besides that, especially when you're updating your game and you have a game already running or your system's already on, they already encourage you to close the game out before even trying to update to the latest update, to the patches. But I don't know. I still don't trust it. And I still won't even enable it even if they do fix it because anything can happen. But here's the last patch notes that we have here. Fix the intermittent visual issue with scanning new items. So there's the last one. So I guess some scanning fixes. I hadn't even seen some of those issues. I'm gonna go ahead and try to run around a little bit and see if I can play the game without trying to crash, just to run a little test. I hadn't even played this in a while. I feel like I forgot how to play because I've been playing Resident Evil, Ratchet and Clank, Ripped Apart. So many good games out. So let's see how this runs. Maybe I'll find something to scare. Oh. Whoa, whoa. I didn't see this guy come on. I found some other right away, as soon as I just came out the room. But it's still a great, oh. It's still a great game. I messed up my reload. Ah! I didn't even see this guy. So it's pretty fun. Oh, a trophy key. Don't know. Sounds a little rusty and getting hit early. Slow test. But I want to talk about the save system as I move around. I don't think this game is ever going to get a save system. You may as well just play a stage whenever you get the time to play. I'm not saying run through the game when you play the stage. When you get on, depending on your schedule, whatever it is, or what you do for your schedule, you can just play a stage out, and then once you kill that boss of that particular area, you can turn it off. You're not going to be able to keep your weapons all the time. You're going to die in this game. You're going to die and then lose your weapons and have to level up all over again. But it's going to encourage you to, even if you have trouble fighting a boss or facing a boss for the first time, you're trying to beat them, and that first shot, you're going to have to learn their pattern. And you're not going to just have to leave your game over and over, leave your game on all day and all night. And see, for me, I play different games. That's why when I was playing this game and trying to complete it, I didn't rush through it. But I knew I was going to be playing different games. I didn't want to just be leaving my PlayStation 5 system on all day. It doesn't even matter what level my weapon is on, because you're going to die, you're going to lose it, and lose all your items, or your consumables, per se, and you're going to have to get it all over again. And then you gotta play a little bit smarter, play a little bit more careful. You can't take every single fight, and unless you're locked in and they lock you down in that particular room, yeah, you're gonna be forced to fight. But as far as the save system, I don't think it's ever gonna happen. These developers are not gonna do it. They made it tried to make it a little bit easier with that little balance. I think that was the one little thing that they were gonna try to just throw out there to just be a little bit generous. But the save system or a save game or the ability to save in this game is never going to happen. I don't think it will, because once you beat a boss, it'll save from there, and that's the best way to, as far as saving goes, and that's the way I did it. Because I was just juggling different games, because leaving the PlayStation 5 on all day in that rest mode and not knowing what's going to come out, that's the archives. Not knowing what's going to happen, you might lose power. You never know. Mother Nature could end up hitting, and you lose your power. There goes your data, and you might even have corrupt data on your other games. But that's all I wanted to share, and that's basically this update. But let me know what you guys think of this patch. Maybe some things you'd like to see added into the game. I still want to see some DLC. I don't really have anything else to do besides get the trophies, but I'm done with the story already. But maybe they'll do something like that, or maybe they'll just keep it as it is. But I think there's still some things that they could fix in the game. But I don't know how far you guys are, but let me know in the comments. And I'm just gonna continue to cover the updates and go from there. And then we'll see what they do next. But I'll be very surprised if they even actually end up implementing a save game. But I guess it'll be easier for everybody else. But they already made it a little bit slightly easier with the balance and all that. But I just would suggest just leveling up your weapons, and then you just learn the boss patterns from there.